How's you going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. Boys, we got a big project today out in the yard. We're going to do some landscaping. We have a fire pit there beside the camp, and we cleared a bunch of trees here a couple of years ago, put that fire pit in there so we could look down over the lake in the evenings, sitting at the fire. It's nice, eh? It's pretty. I recommend it to anybody who can get out sitting at a campfire, even if it's in your backyard in the middle of town. Sit there by the fire, watch the flames. It's stimulating. Anyways, enough of that. What we're going to do is, when we had those trees cleared out, we just put some pit run in there to kind of cover over all the scars and whatnot we made from cutting the trees down. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to put some gravel, a gravel bed out there where this fire pit is, to sort of make it a little nicer to sit on and whatnot and to be around. So what I want to do there is, because the land is so sloped, I have some hemlock timber that I have over here in the side yard. I'd like to lay those out and make sort of a little retaining wall, not a big one. I'm figuring, let me see, those timbers are 4 by 6. I'm going to lay them on the 6-inch side down. So it'd be 4 inches, I'm thinking maybe 3 of them high. So it might be 12 inches high at the highest point, and it would taper down maybe to maybe 8 inches. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, let's go get at her and see what we can do with this little landscaping project that I have. You never know, it might turn out nice. Alright, so there's the fire pit with our red chairs that we sit in and look out over the lake. And whenever we're allowed to burn, we usually have a fire in our fire pit here. But the last while it's been so dry and hot here in Nova Scotia that we're not allowed to burn, not allowed to have outside fires, cooking fires of any sort. So we haven't been doing a lot. But anyway, between this tree right here and this tree right here, I'd like to put those hemlock beams right across there. So that's where we're heading with them. Okay, I need to put the forks on to carry these ties over that I'm going to use doing this landscaping. So I just want to show you how easy it is to put my forks on. I need a couple of wrenches. I've got vice grips and an adjustable. I cut these forks out of a scraper edge off a grater, so they're about a 1/2 inch thick and they're heavy. And then when I made these to fit the tractor, I marked them left and right. So this is the right hand one. I had 2 holes put in each fork, and then what I did was I measured them to cut the holes in the side of the bucket here, and just a couple little 1/2 inch holes. Well, they're only 3/8 really, and so it didn't bother the integrity of the bucket much. I don't think. Hasn't caused me any grief yet anyway. So then you just put the nuts in there and the bolts. I put the forks inside the bucket. My bucket is about 4 feet wide. So that makes the forks 4 feet wide. Now the only thing about forks like this, as opposed to the ones that just bolt onto the bottom of the bucket, these aren't adjustable from side to side, but they're a lot stronger. Alright, so now I got buckets on I got forks. Now I've got forks on my bucket. I think that's enough for one load. So I'm trying to level this. I'd like the timbers to be level. So I measure 8 inches at the right hand side, 11.5 at the left hand side. So I'm going to get some gravel and just kind of build that up a little. So that first timber, that's an 8-foot one, and I got it level and where I want it. But my original plan was to sort of make this timber just disappear into grade up here. So I've got a combination of 8s and 10-foot timbers, right? So this timber would disappear right there. That's an 8-foot one. My next one I would put on would be a 10-footer. So it would go 2 feet past that. And then I put another 8-foot over there. And it's 20 feet between the trees, so it works out good. But I'm thinking now that if I do that, I'll end up over here probably having to set that last piece down into the grade. And I'd like to keep it above grade there. So what I think I'm going to do is take this guy back out, set him down, I'm going to say almost flush with what would be the bottom of that timber now. So I drop it down another maybe 3 inches. Set that in there. That way this corner here would be really nice, setting down like into the grade a little bit, because right now it's just built up in that gravel, and I'm afraid even if I stake it with metal stakes along here to keep it from falling over, the gravel will wash out and it won't last. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. It wasn't that much work to set that one up, so I'm just going to take that away now, pull all that gravel out, and then drop the hole down a little bit more, set that one in level, but down about 3 inches more than what it is. Alright, that's the first guy, I think, about where it's going to end up being. I'm leaving a space here between the tree because the tree is probably going to grow again before we're done. And there'll be another space at that end as well. Alright.